Everybody knows that Arches and Zion National Parks are spectacular. But what we're going to do is take you on a road trip in between. And there is so much to do and see. It's one of the best road trips in the country. We're Trish and Randy. Welcome to our van build, plus where to go, what to see. It's adventure time. High above Arches National Park and the town of Moab is a mesa that you can drive to pretty quickly, maybe 30 minutes. And Dead Horse State Park is up there. Canyonlands National Park is up there. We drove up and camped in Horse Thief Canyon State Park, and we have a video on that. And we toured Canyonlands. We did not go to Dead Horse because it just wasn't a pretty day. I didn't want to pay the $20 entry fee to get views that were obscured by a lot of haze and clouds. It was rainy. Just wasn't a pretty day. So we went to Canyonlands. One thing we did do, which was a lot of fun, I highly recommend, we drove down Long Canyon. And this is a gravel canyon road. We have a video on it. It goes from the top of the mesa back down to the Green River. And that's really spectacular if you have the time to do that. From Canyonlands and the spectacular views that you have there, we did have to backtrack to go back down the mountain, not quite all the way back into Arches and Moab or anything. You can go around that way, but we chose to go the other way up toward 70, which is a spectacular highway, and toward the, kind of following the Green River. So we were able to camp overnight. It was a TA truck stop, but there was a campground, no amenities, on the Green River, and it was a neat little place to stop. Pretty quiet, actually. Now, down from that, there is a Love's truck stop that has RV connections. It's kind of a new thing for Love's, and pretty cool if you need those connections. We typically don't, because we have a lot of solar and we have water, so we typically don't need connections. We just stayed on Highway 70 going west for a little ways, and then headed south on 24. The first thing we stopped to see was Temple Mountain. It was just a gravel road back in there. There's some dispersed camping. Nearby was Goblin Valley State Park. It looked very interesting. We did not stop this time, but we hope to go back. From there, we drove right into Capitol Reef. Capitol Reef has a beautiful campground, and it's in the valley. They are famous for their little pies. I think we paid $7. They're little but delicious. And that's just a neat place. From there, we kept going through Torrey, and then headed south again on 12. Now, if you have not heard of Highway 12, it is one of the most spectacular drives in the USA. So we're heading south on Highway 12. And what I didn't expect is that we were going over a very high mountain pass where we get into really cold weather, and there's snow up there still. It's all conifers and aspens. We even got up above the tree line. And on the other side of that, as you're coming back down the road, you hit Boulder. And Boulder is where we did a really cool drive, which I recommend if you have the time. You can do it with a 2-wheel drive. You don't have to have a 4-wheel drive. But that is the Burr Trail. Now, the Burr Trail will take you all the way back to Capitol Reef. In fact, had we known this, we may have just taken the Burr Trail from Capitol Reef into Boulder. But it was nice going over that high mountain pass and just kind of seeing totally different terrain for a while. Now, from south of Boulder, you're going into Escalante, and you are not going to believe how incredibly gorgeous it is. It is indescribable. You'll go over the Hogs Pass, and it just drops off on either side, and you're looking along these amazing valleys of spectacular rock formations. There are several places that you can stop and do hikes. We have a couple of videos on 2 of those, Calf Creek Falls and Escalante River. Those were really neat. We boondocked about 6 miles east of Escalante. We're not, in this video, we're not going to take you all the way into Zion, but in between Escalante and Zion is Bryce Canyon National Park. It will have its own video. And then we have already posted videos on camping at Hurricane Ridge, near, well, kind of outside Zion. It's actually on the other side of Zion, but that is a great place near Zion to camp. Definitely check out all of our other videos. If you want to join us on all of our travels, please subscribe. It's free, and it really helps us out to have more subscribers, and it helps our videos get seen more. And hit the bell notification icon if you want to be notified every time we upload a video, which is typically every weekend. We'll upload 1 or 2. See you on the next adventure.